If you're a runner and you've been dealing with hip mobility issues, you may be surprised that strengthening your hips can really help. Try these exercises for 30 days. They're going to blow your mind.
All right, so this is our Y strengthening drill. If you've seen this before on our channel, you know it's one of my favorites. And you don't need a fancy grid like we put out with tape here. You can use something like trekking poles to give yourself a target, but it's important that you have a target. So trekking poles work great. You can also put like a sock or something right at the end of where this tape would be. So to do this, we're going to use one leg as our stance leg, and we're going to do all of our reps on this leg before we switch to the other one. So first, we're going to go diagonal back. During this whole exercise, I want you to keep your stance leg very stable. You're not allowed to cave your knee in like this. This is called knee valgus. That is anti-stability. We want stability, so keep it straight like this. From here, stand on one leg. Again, no wobbles, no knee valgus, and we're going to go back as far as you can and tap just your big toe, come back up. You can see even I'm a little bit wobbly on this. The fight actually helps build strength in the hip and the lower muscles of the leg, so that is okay. You're going to do 5 reps of this and then switch directions to the front. For the front, same thing, stance leg is very stable, no knee valgus, that's no bueno. We're going to tap with the toe, not the heel. Heel, way too easy for you guys. We're going to go big toe as far as you can without lifting up your back heel. So entire foot stays on the ground, toes pointed, forward, tap, and up. Again, 5 reps of this. For our last challenge here, this is the hardest one. Stance leg stable as usual, and we're going to take this leg and actually go behind, kind of like, I think this is called a dragon squat on TikTok. You're going to go all the way behind. It's totally okay if you wobble on this as long as you stay stable. Tap the foot, come back up. Again, if you can get 5 reps without falling over, that's ideal. And then you're going to go through that entire routine 3 to 4 times. So what determines 3 or 4 sets is your ability to do this well. So if you're on set 3 and you notice you're like doing this stuff or falling over, that's your last set. If you're on set 3 and you still feel pretty stable but things are burning, do a 4th set.
For this next one, we're going to work on hip abduction, so bringing the top leg up towards the ceiling. What I like to do is actually do it on my shoulder here and support the head. And the missing component a lot of times when people are doing this exercise is not allowing the spine to get into this side bending position. So what you're going to do is allow like a little mouse to crawl underneath your torso here. Keeping that tunnel, we're going to take the top leg, we're going to reach it out and keep it on the floor. Find your breathing in this position. If you feel like you have a really hard time breathing in this side position, play with that pelvic angle. You may notice creating a bigger tunnel helps you breathe deep into the side. From here, stretch into the fingers with your breath, lift, hold, maybe 5 breath holds here, and slowly lower down. Another missing component I see a lot of times really people butcher this exercise is by coming up too high and allowing the spine and side body to do a lot of motion here. So we want to keep a stable base, tunnel, breathe, only lift as high as you can actually control that, 3 to 5 breath hold, and slowly lower down. Do that for 5 to 10 reps and switch to the other side.
Last one is our glute/core exercise. We're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone here. Start on top of a bench in about this position, and then drop your butt all the way down. And you're going to choose one leg to start with. Pick up your other leg. This is the core component as you stabilize here. And make sure that your hip does not drop. So if you had a glass of water right on top of your stomach, it should not spill over the side. From here, you're going to drop your butt and come all the way back up and down. Again, the slower you do this, the faster you'll get the burn in your glute. And making sure that that hypothetical glass of water on your stomach is not tipping off to the side at any point. If you want some help with this, our contact's below. We see people virtually and in person in Southern California.